So, concussion is a roller coaster ride. And that's what I help people to understand is that the symptoms that occur with concussion are really hard to pinpoint. They're hard to put your finger on. People come in and they say, I just bumped my head and now I can't function. Like, what is wrong with me? And so I immediately begin to educate them on what their symptoms are, that it's going to be variable every day, and to understand that this roller coaster ride is absolutely possible to get a handle on. So for me, what I begin to do is I teach them what their symptoms are, when they occur, what set them off, and for most people, what happens is they believe that they can do things until their symptoms develop. And that's the pitfall that people fall into. And that's what sets off a roller coaster ride. People will overdo to the point that they can't do anymore, and then they become very symptomatic for the rest of that day, and sometimes for even longer than a day. So for me, I want to make sure that people begin to understand their symptoms, what activities set those symptoms off, the length of time that it took for that symptom to get set off, and what degree of rest that they need to do after their symptoms get set off to bring those symptoms back down. I give everyone a journal. They have to rate their symptoms every day, and they have to tell me what they did, what activities they did, how long they did their activities. And by beginning to really look at the pattern of symptoms and activities and rest, people begin to get a sense of control over this roller coaster ride that they've gotten themselves on. I teach people that I want to make sure that we have this recovery and not this recovery, so that there's a very gradual increase of activities without symptoms so that you can continue to make your abilities increase and not get to the point where you're overdoing, becoming really symptomatic. Overdoing, becoming really symptomatic.